Today I've got 5 big clues about the future of streaming TV, and it all starts with Disney's plan to offer ESPN outside of the live TV bundle. The Wall Street Journal with this report, Disney is preparing to sell the cable channel ESPN as a standalone service to cord cutters in the coming years. But it is still expected to be offered as part of the pay TV bundle as well. The big question is when. Speaking to CNBC, Lightshed's Rich Greenfield, a media analyst, he said not 2023 and not 2024. More likely, he says this will happen in 2025. We'll see if he's right. Now, to be clear, this will be a separate offering from ESPN+. The ESPN cable channel has a lot more expensive sports rights, and there are contracts that need to be sorted out before this all happens. When it does happen, I think the price is going to be pretty high. Otherwise, Disney would just add that ESPN content to ESPN+. Not happening. We already know that ESPN alone reportedly makes up about $9 of the average pay TV bill. ESPN really is the glue that's holding the pay TV bundle together. And I hear from people who say they only subscribe to a live TV bundle for that one channel. So this move is going to have an impact on the other components of the bundle. So I expect other cable channel owners like NBC Universal, Warner Brothers Discovery, and Paramount to make more of their content available outside of the bundle for those who subscribe to their services. So that's Peacock, Max, and Paramount+. And in fact, we're already seeing this happen. Next up today is Peacock's pivot. This is not a traditional on-demand streaming service anymore. Since its launch in 2020, Peacock has gradually added more live content to Peacock Premium and Premium Plus. Just a few examples, Peacock obtained exclusive rights to an NFL playoff game and a regular season game. All 3 Hallmark channels, they're streaming on Peacock. There's a live linear feed of the Reels channel too. Morning shows from News Network, CNBC, and MSNBC added to Peacock. And people who subscribe to Peacock's Premium Plus tier, they get access to a 24/7 live feed of their local NBC station. In the past, I put streaming services into 3 main categories to simplify things. Cable 2.0, that's your live TV streaming services. Then Netflix and more, your on-demand streaming services. And third, free stuff, ad-supported streaming services. Peacock is starting to look more like a skinny live TV streaming service than an on-demand streaming service. And we know that Warner Brothers Discovery's Max is moving in this direction as well. I mentioned in a previous video, that company's CEO, David Zaslav, he says that Max is going to be adding live sports and news to the streaming app. Let's move on to number 3. And have you seen ABC's fall content schedule yet? The broadcast TV network is changing up its strategy, and this is as a result of the writer's strike, and it's filling its schedule with a lot of unscripted programming. Dancing with the Stars, Bachelor in Paradise, Celebrity Jeopardy, those are the highlights. Variety reports that premiere dates for ABC's scripted shows, those are going to be announced at a later date, since so much is really just up in the air because of the strike. But I also think this could be a sign of what's to come in the next few years ahead. As ratings for broadcast TV networks continue to decline, as shown here, I think you're going to see more low-budget but popular reality TV content replacing sitcoms and dramas. Most cord cutters already know the best TV, it's no longer on broadcast TV. Clue number 4 today, Netflix's introduction of an ad-supported plan. You may have read Netflix recently reported around 5 million people are using its new Netflix with ads plan, the one that costs around $7 a month. And Netflix's competitors, they've also launched plans with ads. They start at a lower price, but can actually end up making the streaming services more money because of all that ad revenue. One reason why streamers are pushing these plans so heavily. At the time of this recording, Max with ads and Netflix with ads are the 2 best options that I would consider, and that's because of their relatively light ad load. For example, Max says it'll only run 3 to 4 minutes of ads per hour of viewing. Another trend I've noticed, many of the limited time deals on streaming services that I share on this channel, they've only been for the ad-supported plans, not ad-free. But I know a lot of people don't want to watch any commercials, and I get it. I don't think those ad-free plans are going away, at least not in the short term, but I do think they're going to continue to cost about twice as much as the plans with ads. And I should also mention ad-supported streaming services that don't cost a thing. There's a lot of momentum around services like Pluto TV, Tubi, Freevee, and the Roku channel, more popular than ever before and 100% free. You're just going to have to sit through some ads, typically about half as many as traditional TV. Let's talk about Verizon removing streaming perks from its phone plans, our fifth clue today. And the cell phone provider, it launched new plans and they don't include the Disney bundle like the old plans. Instead, the Disney bundle is optional and it's one of several perks available for an extra $10 a month each. Verizon, not the first company to cut back on streaming perks, and this is something I expect to continue because the streaming services have gotten too expensive for companies like Verizon to continue subsidizing the cost. Personally, I actually prefer phone plans that don't include any perks and just focus on the basics. My primary line of service since 2019 has been with Visible by Verizon. Unlimited talk, text, data, and mobile hotspot on Verizon's network, $25 a month. Check out my link in the description if you want to learn more. When it comes to streaming services, I'm hearing from people who feel like they're paying a lot more for less content. And it's true, companies are in cost-cutting mode, focused on profitability over subscriber count. That's why I say it's more important than ever to check your billing statements and make sure you're not paying for any services you don't actually use. The services I'm using most often right now, YouTube, Max, and Netflix. I want to know your top 3. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thanks for watching.